What makes prioritization easier, and how do you stop it from becoming a debate about everything at once? In this micro lesson, you will learn the basics of MoSCoW prioritization, why teams use it, and how to apply it effectively. Prioritization is a simple way of deciding what needs attention first and what can wait. It is not just about listing what matters. It is about deciding what matters most right now, because time, budget, and capacity are always limited. Every yes means something else may need to wait. That is where MoSCoW helps. MoSCoW is a simple prioritization technique. It helps teams decide what must be done first, what is important but can wait, what would be useful if there is time, and what is not being included for now. It is useful because it brings clarity. It helps teams focus on what matters most, avoid scope creep, and make better decisions together. It also creates flexibility because not everything needs to be treated as equally urgent. MoSCoW stands for must have, should have, could have, and won't have. Let's take those one at a time. Must have means it is critical. Without it, the work cannot launch properly, the outcome is not usable, or an essential requirement is not met. Should have means it is important, but not critical for the first delivery. It still adds real value, but the work can move forward without it for now. Could have means it would be nice to include, but it is not essential. If time is tight, this is the kind of work that can be moved out without damaging the core outcome. And won't have means it is not a priority right now. That does not mean never. It simply means it is not included in this stage, so the team can stay focused. So how do you use MoSCoW? There are 3 simple steps. First, list everything that needs to be done. That could be tasks, features, requirements, or deliverables. Second, sort each item into one of the 4 categories. This is where the team makes the trade-offs. Third, act on the priorities. Start with the must-haves, then move to the should-haves, and only include could-haves if there is time and capacity. Here is a simple example. Imagine a team is delivering the first phase of a new internal IT service. They have a fixed deadline, so they need to be realistic about what goes into the first release. Their must-haves might be users can log in securely, users can complete the main task, and the service meets basic security requirements. Their should-haves might be managers can track progress and users can update their details. Their could-haves might be personal settings or extra convenience features. And their won't-haves for now might be advanced reporting, extra integrations, or non-essential enhancements planned for a later release. That works because the team is protecting the first usable version rather than trying to do everything at once. The same thinking applies outside IT. On a construction project, the team might focus first on the elements needed for a safe and compliant handover, and leave non-essential improvements for a later phase. Now, a few common mistakes. The first is making everything a must-have. If everything is critical, nothing has really been prioritized. A useful test is to ask, if we remove this, is the result still usable? If the answer is yes, it may not be a must-have. The second mistake is not involving the right people. MoSCoW works best when the right stakeholders are part of the conversation from the start, so priorities reflect real needs, not just one point of view. The third mistake is treating won't-haves as rejected forever. They are not. They are simply not in scope right now, and they should stay visible so they can be reviewed later. And one final point, leave room for change. A good MoSCoW plan includes contingency. Not every part of the schedule should be filled with must-haves, because teams need space to adapt if things change. So, before you move forward, do a quick check. What absolutely has to be included? What adds value but can wait? What is optional if time allows? And what are we clearly not doing yet? Used well, MoSCoW makes prioritization simpler, clearer, and easier to explain. And that helps teams stay focused, manage scope, and deliver with more confidence. If you found this useful, follow us for more Agile micro lessons.